What's going on, guys? Call the Car Guys. I am here with Parker Roberson. You just got top 16, right?
Yeah.
At the ARG Charlotte here. What'd you play?
I played Minvera with zombies.
Why the zombies?
Because I wanted to play Brilliant to give it more access, like play through a lot of back rows. And Brilliant's kind of bad if you don't have a way to clear it sometimes. It's just, you want to get more utility out of it. And Unizombie just helps you do that, and also go like triple Omega a lot. So if your opponent's playing at 3 cards, and if you have Minerva, it's going to be very hard for them to beat you.
All right, so what were your matchups? Do you happen to remember?
I remember I lost to an ABC, a Metal Foe, which I just got destroyed, and then I lost to Metal Foe in top 16. But yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's see what you played.
I played 3 Photon Thrashers, so it's like the best starter card since there's a lot of Metal Foe. Beats over Kieran and can trigger or get Alcahest and force them to activate it. And then one got Blindenberg because I didn't play any Philly, so I didn't feel like I need to play more of this. But it compensates for drawing Wolf for like cards that can't be summoned out of your hand. And I just wanted to play one to give Rhoda a little bit more utility. Also, like you draw these two together with like the trap, they play that on the Phantom Knight trap. Then it lets you spell go 2 Exceeds without without drawing any spell cards. Then you got the 3 Wolf, really good to draw, really good to mill, not good to draw. 3 Raiden, 1 Lila, 1 Lumina, only 8 lights ones total. Just cut it because the zombie engine. I want to play 40, and Zombie just ended up being a lot better than the Felices, because the Felice and the zombie engine are kind of similar if you mill them, but then if you draw them, the Unizombies are way better. Then 3 Fairy Tale Snow, like half the reason I won. You get one of these engraved, it's just really hard to deal with. Just 1 Trick Down for extra good things to hit off Minerva, and then for the Brilliant Fusion. And then 2 and 2. I only played 1 Desire, so I didn't choose to play these off of like a number to compensate for desires. I just wanted to have access to tuners really easily, so I can make Michael and Scarlight, Scarlight just wins games. And then also you can just make a lot of rank 4s with it.
Okay.
And also, you can bring it back off of Norden, and then even after you bring it back off Norden, if you have like a dead snow in hand because you didn't mill a snow for the turn, you can still use this effect. I think in discard, so you can get it engrave as cost, and then so you can still have a trap in the graveyard. And then 1 Garnet. Didn't want to play more than 1. If you mill it, oh well. And then 2 Maxi, because it's just really good to stop your opponent from making a board. Because if you have a lot of cards, you usually just beat them.
Yeah.
And then you got 3 Brilliant Fusion, just lets you bypass, you're only 1 normal summon per turn, and that can be like really defining for this deck. Triple Instant Fusion really is just used to make like extra Omegas or whatever you really need. And then Soul Charge, just one of the best, really just the best card in the deck almost. Then you got 3 Solar Recharge and 2 Charge Light Brigade. Just get the Light Swings out of your hand, get some more cards in graveyard for Fairy Tale Snow, and get through your deck quicker. 1 Foolish. Standard, 1 Rhoda, 1 Upstart, and 1 Desires. I was playing just 2 Desires, but there's a few times where I just drew double Desires, even playing 2, and I never ever want to draw 2 because then I'm just still playing at the same dead card. But if I have if I always have a full hand of like 5 good cards or 6 good cards, since I'm not drawing extra Desires off of it, then it's more likely that I'll win.
Okay.
Worked out fairly well. And then the Phantom Knight trap, it's really good. The turn you set it, if you have no other trap cards in graveyard, you can just activate it and summon it, and it's just a level 4. So it's another layer to like Photon Thrasher. If you draw like Photon Thrash in this, that you can push through a lot of their cards where we're having to normal summon.
You said it's 40 main deck?
Yeah, 40 main.
Yeah.
And then the extra Dweller, Tsukiyomi, Emerald, Diamond, Castel. 1 Minerva. I wanted to play 2, but one of my friends who was supposed to get it didn't, fortunately. So I ended up playing the Topa package instead. This actually won me 2 matches, attacking over a Tree Toad after the guy paid 4,000 for a Hero Lives and some other damage was dealt. So it ended up being really good, but the second Minerva came up a few times as well. And then the 1 Norden and the 1 Seraphimite. And then you got Michael, the Triple Omega, and the Scarlight. Triple Omega is just really good with the zombies because sometimes even taking 3 cards out of their hand, they can still have like some good plays. So if you make these and you also have the Mizukis in graveyard, you just could put 2 Mizukis back, and then that gives you like at least 2 monsters you can put on board, like 2 Exceeds or 2 Synchros you can put on board next turn. And then Scarlight's just insane. And then 2 Gamma Seals just for blue eyes. That's really it. 2 Denko Sekka for ABC. And Metal Foe, it's really good against Metal Foe because it's kind of good going first, but it's really good going second because you can out their scales, and then afterwards, if you out their scales and they still have stuff in their back row, they can't activate their scales effects to clear their scales because they can't they're not allowed to set any cards. So it's really good there. And then it's just good going second because a lot of times they won't gun the fusion and standby phase because then that means they get hit by kaijus or other cards, I guess. So this card it's just really good because then especially with Brilliant Fusion, just activate this in Brilliant Fusion, it's almost always going to be game.
10 minutes on Denko Sekka, bro?
2 System Down, just standard to deal with the ABC. Triple Twin Twister. That card actually wasn't that great for me all weekend.
Really?
It was fairly average. It only came in maybe maximum 2 copies, but I never played against really any trap decks. And Denko is better for that anyway, in my opinion. Yeah, it was just kind of average. And then Regeki, just again another card for Metal Foes. This is deck hardest matchup. So you, if you Regeki them, as long as they don't have Curing, you just clear their entire board. That way, they can't full Metal Foes fusion you and take your guys. And then triple anti-spell, Vanities, and Stardust. Just all the going first cards. It's kind of a little bit weird since Cosmic Cyclone is now a card. So I think I'm just gonna end up cutting these. I never sided this in to do the lock with any of these. These cards are just good on their own. So I'm probably just gonna cut that. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, congrats again.
Thank you.
You gonna continue playing this deck going forward?
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot of fun right now, and at least until DD comes out and other decks get a little bit better. I think this is pretty equal in power, and it's a lot of fun. So
awesome. Well, hey, congrats again. Thank you again for the deck profiles.
no problem.